I'm Chris, and today we're going to talk about vertigo. Let's do this real quick. If you're watching this video because you're suffering from vertigo or you know someone that is, I feel your pain. I completely understand. I've had vertigo for about a week or so, and let me tell you, it really is scary. I didn't even know what was going on at first. I was laying down on my bed, and I went to sit up, and as soon as I sat up, everything just started spinning. And I mean like literally hardcore spinning. I couldn't control it. It was a really, really helpless feeling. And then it almost felt like I was going to pass out. The room really started spinning, and then I just fell backwards. Uncontrollably, just fell backwards. I laid there for a minute till everything kind of settled, and then I tried to get up again, and the room started spinning again, and then I fell forwards. And I really didn't know what was going on. It was a pretty intense situation, and if you've never had vertigo before, it can be pretty scary at first. So I kind of waited for everything to settle down. I crawled down my stairs because I'm like, there's no way I'm walking down my stairs. I'm not going to have this happen when I'm walking down the stairs and fall down the stairs. I get downstairs. I'm looking for somebody just to help me because I'm kind of freaking out here. I don't know exactly what's going on. As soon as everything subsided, I took a little bit of time. I tried to figure out what was going on. I tried to look up what could potentially be causing this, if it was any medication that I was taking or anything like that. And I found out that my best guess would be that I had BPPV vertigo. And there's a couple different things that you can do to try to relieve this. And what helped me the most was doing the Epley maneuver. Now this type of vertigo could really come on for no known reason at all. It could come on because you had a sudden head injury or something like that. You know, you were playing football and you got hit a little too hard, or maybe you fell and you got hit, jostled your head a little bit. It can also come about because you're in a lying down position for a prolonged period of time. And this was my best guess. My back is actually hurt, and I was lying on some things to really help stretch my back out. And I've been doing that quite consistently and a little bit more than I normally do because I've been hurting a lot more. And that would be my best guess is why I actually got vertigo. And what BPP vertigo is, there's these little tiny calcium particles in your inner ear, and they kind of get dislodged. More specifically, they usually get dislodged and go into your posterior semicircular canal. And when they're in there, and they're kind of wreaking havoc, as you move, they move, and when they're moving, they're really screwing your senses up. It's making you think that you're moving when you're not moving. Your brain's kind of freaking out. It's not really getting the right signals it should be, and it really screws you up. It really induces a very nasty thing. You can perform the Epley maneuver, and what this maneuver actually does, now you can kind of think of this coffee mug as your ear. Not so much the outside of your ear, but your inner ear. And really, this is going to be the semicircular canal, the posterior semicircular canal. And pretend there's tiny particles that got dislodged, those calcium particles, those crystals, whatever you want to call them. And they're down here, and we want to get them inside the cup. So this Epley maneuver is really going to help you position yourself to where these particles are going to travel, they're going to settle, and then you're going to position yourself again, and they're going to travel some more to where they eventually fall into the cup or into the space in the inner ear where they're not really going to affect anything. It's as simple as that. Hopefully this gave you a little bit better demonstration of what's going on. I'm a visual learner, so I like to visually understand how something's working and how it's supposed to work or what I'm supposed to do before I actually do something. I like to have that knowledge beforehand. So how do we perform this maneuver? First off, I have to say I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I like to look things up on my own and self-diagnose. I definitely suggest going to your primary doctor where they can refer you to somebody else or even do this maneuver with you. I don't really suggest doing this on your own or anything like that, but if you're like me and you like to self-diagnose and self-treat, use your best judgment and use caution when doing this. But I'm going to tell you this is what I did. This is what helped me. So what you want to do is really sit in the middle of your bed, and you're going to be kind of facing your headboard. And then when you lay down, you want to make sure that your shoulders are going to be at the edge of your mattress, and your head's going to be kind of off the bed a little bit and kind of unsupported. And this is where having another person would be really beneficial because they can help support your head as you're falling backwards. I'm going to give you a vertigo warning right now because this maneuver is going to induce vertigo, but it's a good thing. It's really going to help relieve it. When you're sitting in the middle of the bed, you really want to figure out which ear is affected. And you might have a little bit of an understanding of which ear it might be because you might be paying attention and say, hey, when I'm laying on my side on this side and I move, I really feel it. I really feel a strong sense of vertigo. But the first part of this maneuver is really going to help you test out which ear it's in. So you want to sit there in the middle of your bed, kind of turn your head to a 45 degree, tilt it up a little bit, maybe about 30 degrees or so, and then you're just going to fall backwards. And if this is the affected side, it's going to induce vertigo. So you're going to lie there with your head at the 45 at 30 degrees up, and you're going to lie there for about 30 seconds to a minute till really the vertigo stops and everything subsides. And then you're going to turn your head to the side, 90 degrees to the unaffected ear. Now, vertigo is going to be induced again. You want to wait for that to settle down, and then again, wait 30 seconds to a minute or so, let everything subside. And then what you're going to kind of do is roll over onto your side, really keeping your head in the same position. And then once you're on your side, you want to turn your head so you're looking at the floor, and maybe even tuck your chin in a little bit. And then again, you're going to wait 30 seconds to a minute, wait for any vertigo to subside, and then you're going to go ahead and sit up. And then you're going to wait for everything to subside and feel pretty normal. And it's really as easy as that. You might have to perform this maneuver a couple times. Now there is some debate over doing the first part of the maneuver again, or even doing the maneuver a couple times. I did it a couple times myself. I really wanted to make sure that the vertigo was gone. I didn't want to lay down and roll over and be like, oh no, the vertigo is still there. So I did do it a couple times. I did it on both sides just to make sure it really didn't have any effect on me. I got rid of the vertigo. I didn't have vertigo again. Now, some people also say you shouldn't sleep laying down for the next few days. I slept laying down and I didn't have an issue. It may not be the same for you. Use your best judgment. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful in relieving your vertigo, please leave me a comment below. Thank you guys so much.